Hey everybody. We're not gonna have the normal intro that we normally have. Dwayne's got some stuff that is going on, and so I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to get in here, and then I'm just gonna do my part, and I'll answer any questions that anybody has. Neil, I have you down for 1:30 tomorrow, right? And okay. So let's just give it a couple of minutes, and freezing cold. We'll give it a couple of minutes, and then I'll do my part. And then I have back-to-back meetings. Well, with me, you just have to work out a time and a day. I don't have.
Is that your system?
Yeah, that's my system. My system is I say, okay, I can do it tomorrow at 1:30. That's my system. But I don't like to do a lot of things on Thursdays. It's 617. You ready? It's 617-943-3298. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. On Thursdays, we already have an extra meeting on Thursday night. So, and, me being Eastern time, the meeting doesn't start until 9 p.m. Eastern, where, if you're Pacific time, it's 6 p.m.
Neil, Michael will email you a GoToMeeting link.
Yeah, once I create all the meetings that I have to do, and I'll do that right after I finish doing my part in here. I'll create all the meetings that I know I have scheduled right now. I have one for Ray on Friday, Crystal today, Bronson today, Bart today, Neil tomorrow.
And you're going to make a video for Valerie.
And I'm going to make a video for Valerie about how to set up NinjaTrader. There's, well, how to install people in NinjaTrader.
Yeah, and back end.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it one more minute because usually the intro finishes at 12:08, and then Dwayne comes on. That's why I can usually hit my snooze button. Speaking of that, let me shut that off. No activity. No, I had to restart it this morning, Joan. But let me just look at my DOMs. Okay, it's not just ET Pro. It's gain capital. Yeah, my charts are working. And gain is having trouble. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to get started now. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 26th day of August, 2020. Dwayne's not able to make it, so I'm just going to jump in and do my part of it. And this is Michael speaking. Hang on. Okay. If you are in here, you want to go to eminifuturestrading.com, eminifuturestrading.com to get started with us. Okay. Now I'm going to go through the spreadsheet. And again, if you're going to read the spreadsheet, you could read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today is the 26th day of August, 2020. Today we made 6 ticks in the euro, 7 ticks in crude, 31 ticks in gold. Put us at plus 417.5 on the morning session. Today it took 45 minutes and 3 trades to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're at 137.5. And we took a total of 6 trades. So on the month now, we're at 88.33. That's over 18 trading days, averaging $490 per contract per 2-hour trading day. And I am now on my 133rd consecutive day of getting the goal. The markets are slowing down, though. The volume's starting to come back into them. All of them except gold. And gold is still crazy. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. Right now we're at $62,144. That's over 158 trading days, averaging $393 per contract per 2-hour trading day. Okay. So I'm going to go from the ES back to gold, okay, because ES was in the slow grind up all day. It only gave us one really valid trade setup right here. You know, if you were doing the YBR trades, there was a trade here, not a trade there. But it was going into the high of the day during all of this right here. Right? That's why I'm not showing you the slingshot trades or the trend line trades. Okay. Okay. So minimize that, and we'll jump in here into crude oil. Now, crude, the volume is coming back into crude, the ES, and the euro. Okay. The gold is still running at about a quarter of its normal volume. So the gold is still bouncing all over the place. You see my charts are still working, so my DOMs are still working. But I have another account at OEC, which is at Gain Capital. And that one's not. This one is not a Gain. All right, so we had a short right here on the crude, and I'm pretty sure that was the only trade we had this morning. Yeah, you see the YBR trades. There was one YBR trade right there. And this was a bounce off the BBC. We had nice bearish separation. We picked up 7 ticks on that. During the break, it looks like there was a bounce off the BBC right here. That probably would have been a break-even trade for me. Okay. Now on the euro, it was a miss during the break, but we did take one trade here and picked up 6 ticks on that one. Okay, but then it just flattened out. Everything flattened out. Now, during the break, there was a YBR long right here, and that was it. Okay. Now gold. Oof. Okay. On the gold right here. Well, it was jumping around really fast here in the first few minutes. But let's see. There was nothing you could do there. Trying to look at all the trade setups that were there. So in the first few minutes, there was really not a lot you could do. I mean, it bounced around a lot and moved around really fast, but there wasn't a lot you could do. There was a trade right here that I ended up taking a break even on because it moved so fast I didn't have time to take profit on it. There's a YVR trade right here that worked out just fine. Over here, this whole thing happened so fast. It was like a couple of seconds. And I wasn't able to get into it. Then it got choppy and it retraced the whole move all the way down to here without giving a trade setup. Now, if you're looking at the YBR stuff, there was YBR trade there, YBR trade there. Yeah, that was it. But the regular trade setups that we do in the room in the morning, it was bouncing around a lot, but it wasn't giving up any trades until over here. It gave up a nice one right here. It had a long right there that I missed. Another one right there that I picked up 10 ticks on. Then, the slingshot was keeping me out of everything. And then we had another one right here. The slingshot was letting me back in right here. When we started the downtrend. And I picked up 11 ticks on that one to put me at plus 21. And then it flipped around and turned the other way. And I grabbed 10 ticks on that one to put me at plus 31. And then it got all choppy and sideways. And just stayed that way the rest of the morning session. Let's see, during the break, it looks like I don't see any valid trades. The closest thing would be right over here. Be right over here. Would have been a long trade. Right there. I mean, even the YVR wasn't giving up anything. So that's that. That was the morning session. Okay. Now, if you want to be a part of CFRN, go to EminiFuturesTrading.com. EminiFuturesTrading.com. Okay. Now, obviously, if you got in here, you went to the homepage at CFRN.net. Tim, you want to have good separation, and you don't want the cycle to be going against you. Okay, like, let me find one for you. this one right here. See how we had really good separation? This one right here, we had really good separation. This one here, we had separation, but the cycle was going against you too steep. So this one was easy money. This one was easy money. This one you wanted to stay out of. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, good. All right, guys, with that, I am just going to put a note up here, but I'm going to have to shut it down at 1 o'clock. Okay. So I'll put a note up here that will be open until 1 o'clock. Oops. Here, type in my note.